This large view is a highly finished preparatory sketch for a painting in the National Gallery, London, representing the drawing of the Roman Lottery on the balcony of the Palazzo di Montecitorio, as attested by a contemporary annotation in the lower margin of the sheet. The Palazzo di Montecitorio was known in Panini's day as the Curia Innocenziana, so named for its connection with Popes Innocent XI and Innocent XII. It was commissioned from Bernini by Innocent XI Odescalchi, but actually constructed according to the design of Carlo Fontana for Innocent XII Piagnatelli. Directly behind the Palazzo di Montecitorio, on the right, facing the column of Marcus Aurelius, is the Palazzo Chigi. The building behind and slightly to the left of the column of Marcus is the Palazzo Piombino, replaced in the late 19th century by the Galleria Colonna. The Bozzetto was apparently drawn directly in the Piazza, but Panini radically changed the foreground of the painting and restudied almost all the figures. The only figure specifically retained from the drawing is the seated man sketching or writing at lower left.
19 years old, working as a garbage collector, a convict for a father who died while you were still young, a run of stepfathers who've treated you like dirt. You can barely read or write and have already done a stint in a youth prison. And then it happens. You win. Over $10 million, all to yourself. The bet you made cost you one solitary pound, or just over $1. What could possibly go wrong? You buy mansions where your somewhat criminal friends stay over to enjoy your pool and jacuzzi. You buy 80 fancy cars and even invest over $1 million in your favorite sports team. When you won that jackpot, you were actually wearing an electronic ankle tag, thanks to you and the law not always seeing eye to eye. But now the tag is gone, and has been replaced with more bling than you could even imagine owning. You're a baller, a former petty gangster with more money than you can spend. Fast forward 2 years. You're told you often exhibit antisocial behavior. Not long ago, at your 22nd birthday party, you and your buddies raced Mercedes and BMW cars all night long, setting some of them on fire at the end, just for fun. Suffice to say, your neighbors, not impressed. These are not good times, despite the money. You're pretty sure your uncle just stole over $120,000 from you. As for your friends, they're all starting to feel like hangers-on. Not a day passes when someone doesn't hit you up for cash. On top of that, you've just been arrested for dangerous driving after hitting several cars and fleeing the scene. Then there are those guys who have blackmailed you for money. They want your wealth and have gone as far as to slice the throats of your 5 dogs. Being filthy rich is not always easy. Soon all your money will be gone. You'll want your garbage collector job back, and all you want is peace, just like in the days before the win. The outline of the story we've just told you is about Michael Carroll, the so-called king of the jazz.
Giovanni Paolo Panini, the most celebrated and popular view painter in 18th century Rome, was born June 17, 1691 in Piacenza. Although he prepared as a youth for a career in the church, he studied perspective and architectural painting in his native city and had received some architectural training by the time of his arrival in Rome in November 1711.